Okay, so that was really cool. We used the Xbox controller. So there's one leaderboard for the Xbox controller, and then there's one also for the Mayo armband. So this one is closer to what persons of amputations would use to control the arm, and it uses electrodes that read your muscle signals. So whereas you could control all things on once on the Xbox, you can only control one thing at a time with this, by going like this or like this. And then to change between the movements, you have to spread your fingers. And I'll show you that in a sec. So the first step is you got to turn it on. So it should be hopefully normally turned off and charged. To turn it on, you need to plug it into a micro USB port. So this is just connected to a USB port on the computer. So plug it in. This is also how you charge it. But to turn it on, there's no on-off button, so you have to plug in the cable. So I'm gonna take that out there. The LED flashed for a second there. I'm gonna put it on. That. So it's on. In the software, it should hopefully automatically connect if you click on the Start Mayo demo. If it does not connect, if it says searching for Mayo, you may have to go to this Mayo Connect here in the bottom right. There's this icon here, and click Armband Manager, and then click Connect. And then it's connected and you can ping yourself. This is also where you turn it off later, and you should always turn it off when you're done so that the battery doesn't drain. So now you can see my signals in the software. So you may have to adjust your thresholds a little bit. When I go above the threshold, it starts moving in one direction slowly. If I move more in that closer to the top threshold, it moves faster. So this one's a bit weaker, so I'm going to actually boost this up a bit to maybe from 20 to 30. Okay, and then over here is for the switching. So once one of these signals gets to their minimum threshold, there's a certain amount of time here that you have to get both of them above the maximum thresholds, and then it will actually successfully switch. So what that looks like is just
rotate, wrist, hand, shoulder,
with that
elbow,
finger spread.
rotate, wrist, hand.
So if you wanted to move it, you just move it in one direction or the other, and if you want to switch, you do that finger spread. Like that. Okay, so now it's set up. So I can try to get a good time. The time might be a little bit slower than the Xbox, but we'll see how we can do. So again, I'm gonna reset the position here and reset the game board. And here we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the task for the first time. I haven't done this before. So I've reset it, it's in the starting position. So I'm gonna start moving and the timer starts.
Both. Rotate, wrist, hand, shoulder, elbow, rotate, wrist.
So you can also cause it to switch by like making a fist,
hand,
which is
shoulder,
how I prefer to
elbow,
do it.
rotate, wrist,
But it's
hand,
a little bit harder to learn how to do it consistently. But once you can do it, I find it takes
shoulder,
less effort.
elbow, rotate, wrist, hand, shoulder,
But the finger spread also works fine too.
elbow, rotate, wrist, hand, shoulder, elbow, rotate, hand, shoulder, elbow, rotate, wrist, hand, shoulder, elbow, rotate, wrist, hand, shoulder, elbow, rotate, wrist, hand, shoulder, elbow, rotate, wrist,
So I just got to get it back
hand,
up without knocking
shoulder,
it over.
elbow,
Back to that
Okay,
starting
wrist.
position.
and shoulder.
There we go. So that was it. That was probably a pretty decent score.